cousins, I write this address on the road to war, to keep my promise from the last summit. My own banners of Ossium's iron sparrows fly alongside the marching boots of the quiet steppe. I meet this foe with you in person, with my own steel, shoulder to shoulder. Today we bleed together, but know this, the Druge will bleed more. This season I have been speaking to priests on every side of the religious debate sparked by the actions of some cardinals 2 seasons ago. It gives me overwhelming pride in our synod, in our people and in our empire, that the common thread uniting them all is the implacable opposition to false virtue. Last summit, 2 factions presented their arguments. One especially vigilant faction of priests argued to yield no ground to false virtue and insisted on a protective stance to shield citizens from harmful influences. Whereas a pragmatic faction has made the case that false virtue can most effectively be opposed when understood. Throughout this debate, the priests of the Empire were united in absolute rejection of forces that prevent us from reaching our highest possible destiny. The Synod has elected to rebuild religious law atop the foundation of our original purpose, of uplifting true virtue and protecting our communities from detrimental forces. These debates will continue, and it is right that our synod be supported in investigating how the law might be adapted to support our ability to anticipate and oppose these dangerous forces. But I fully endorse the decision made this season. Citizens across the Empire directly engaging with false virtue auras would have been a dangerous approach and is plainly unacceptable. I will ensure that the options the Empire discusses going forward emphasise the protection of the souls of the Empire's citizens above all else. In my role as custodian of virtue, I speak now to the wider Empire, to those citizens in the world beyond Anvil, to those who tend our farms, run our businesses, uphold our communities. If you take one thing from this address, let it be this. False virtues must be rejected in all their forms. They bring destruction to our lives, souls, and homes. I reject these malign forces. The Synod rejects these malign forces, and so should you. I would like to close this address in the spirit of pride, loyalty, and uplifting one's fellows. This empire is full of incredible citizens doing incredible work. In the light of spring and new beginnings going forward, I would like to end every Imperial address by commending a small number of citizens who have done exceptional work in the last season so their great deeds might be known across the Empire. This season, I would like to commend Kindra Shawfoot, Ambassador to Okradov, for demonstrating incredible diplomatic ability and diligence in securing the recent peace treaty with the Thule, and for their collaboration, communication and consideration for the people of Varushka throughout this process. Lord Rydian de Rondel, Knight Protector of Summer, for their glorious and unprecedented victory in Hayak's hunt, proving themselves a true champion of the Empire. The nations of Highguard, Urizen and Varushka, for each self-funding an army in one season. In particular, the Highguard Benefactors Council, the chapter of Rumour's Redoubt, Abel, Bart, Vosk and Terentia of Zenith Ascendant, Herminius and Delara of the House of the Wanderer, the Stillwater Citadel, Vladimir Sasha Volkov, Moraza, Vasily Krenyenkov Valaskaya Straskovich, Doris Dalgorakov, Blaj Zvignev, Myra Zoranova Proknost, Vuk the Wolf-Eater, Desilav Sergeyevich Jensen, and the Cabal Lichten, who have all been highlighted to me as demonstrating exceptional ambition and perseverance in this endeavour. That being said, These armies were all national achievements, drawing on the prosperity and diligence of citizens across Anvil, and all who donated even a ring to these efforts are to be commended and celebrated. Inextricable, indefatigable, inevitable. Emperor Vesna, Empress of the Hearth, crowned in thunder.